Hello, incredible artists. I'm so happy to see you and welcome back. I hope you had an awesome spring break and I hope you're excited to make some art. So today we're going to start a brand new unit. It's a very short unit, only 2 weeks long. But in this week and next week, we are going to be going on some clay adventures, or maybe in your case, it might be Play-Doh adventures, but we're going to be using our hands and building some really cool things. So you might actually remember a few weeks ago, you had the choice, the option to make a pinch pot silly face, and I love them. And a lot of the friends in the ECC also loved making them. So I thought, why not spend 2 weeks making some cool stuff? So today, I'm going to share with you how to roll out something called a coil. Let's say that word together. Coil. Coil. All right, so we're going to roll out some coils, and we're going to turn those coils into a coil pot, like a little jar that we can put things into. And I just want to clarify something. I say clay a lot, but really this could be Play-Doh, it could be plastilina, or it could be some sort of air-dry clay that you buy at the store, that you make at home, maybe something like Model Magic. Any of those are good options, just something that we can roll and build with our hands.
Here's an example of a coil pot. This student used Play-Doh. You might have lots of colors of Play-Doh, or you may have just one color of Play-Doh. Either way works fine. Now, if you want to use Play-Doh, just remember that you have to clean it up when you finish because Play-Doh doesn't really dry super nicely. So if you want to make a coil pot that you can hang on to, you might want to use plastilina, like these examples, or maybe some sort of air dry clay. You can buy it in the store. You can also make it. One nice thing about air dry clay, like Model Magic is one example, is that you can paint on top once it's dry. So choose whichever one you like best.
Okay, so today we're making a coil pot. So our word of the day is coil. Now we're going to use both hands and we're going to roll out a bunch of coils. Sometimes I like to call these art snakes because they remind me of little snakes slithering around. I'm going to share with you how to make a coil pot using a bunch of little snakes, art snakes. Let's have a look.
We need to start off with a coil. So break off a little bit of clay and form it kind of into a little sausage. Then set it down on your surface, your table, or wherever you're working. And with one hand very straight, you're going to roll back and forward on your clay. So I'm pushing just a little bit onto my green clay. That's going to make it longer. It's transforming into a snake. See? Maybe you've already joined me for the other video this week, making cute little spiral snails using a coil. If not, I will show you how we make this coil even longer. Now I'm going to use two hands. Both are straight. I'm going to start in the middle and I'm going to roll back and forward. Oops, my paper is moving back and forward and slowly outward. So starting in the middle and moving my hands out. Again, in the middle and slowly moving my hands out like this. Wow, it got really long. Now that my snake is long, I am ready to form it into the base of my coil pot. So I'm going to start at one end, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to curve the tail of the snake in, and I'm just going to keep curling and curling and curling until I've created a big spiral with the whole coil. sometimes it happens when we're rolling, we might push too hard with our hand, oops, and break the coil. If that happens, don't worry. With clay, we can very easily fix our little mistakes. Now, I'm gonna take this green coil and I'm gonna add it to the base. So this is where my last coil left off. I'm just gonna join my new coil and I'm gonna keep wrapping it around and around, making the base a little bit larger. Perfect. That's exactly the size I wanted. So this is the bottom of my pot. Now I'm gonna take a new color. You can use the same color or you can change it up. I wanna change it up. Okay, I have a piece of yellow. It's kind of like a sausage. I'm gonna set it down and I'm gonna roll back and forth with a straight hand. Once it gets fairly long, I can use two hands, starting in the middle and stretching it out. Again, middle, stretching it out to make my coil, or as I like to call it, an arch snake. Ooh. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Roll, 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 and slowly making my way to the outside edges. It's very long. Now it's time to attach my new coil to the base, creating the walls of my pot. So I'm building up, up, up. So I'll start my yellow on the outside of my base. And I'm just gonna go around the outside edge. And once I get back to where the yellow coil started, I'm just gonna stack it right on top. See how I'm just spiraling up? And I'm just gonna go around the outside edge. And once I get back to where the yellow coil started, I'm just gonna stack it right on top. See how I'm just spiraling up? I can kind of push it down a little bit to close that. All right, that's just the first coil. I'm gonna add a new color. Now I have a bunch of coils ready to go. So my pink one left off right here. That's where it finished. So I'm gonna start my blue one right there. Starting my blue one and stacking it on top of the pink as I go around and around and around, spiraling the blue. Ooh la la. Let's have a look at how my my coil pot is turning out. It looks awesome. I'm gonna use these and keep building it up even taller.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed today's clay adventure, making a coil pot. I can't wait to see what you make. All right, I'm sending you a hug and a kiss. Bye, my awesome artists. See you next time.